Man, tonight on WWE Monday Night Raw, we saw the stripping of Daniel Bryan due to his injury. It sort of set a tone for the whole edition of Monday Night Raw, and I know, in the big main event, the good guys came out on top, and that's always supposed to send you home happy. But, we were on a big, roller coaster ride for almost 2 years with Daniel Bryan before he was stripped of the championship due to injury. And the show must go on. There's people who's bought tickets. They wanted, Money in the Bank comes to town. You're going to be expecting one of the best shows of the year. It's not going to be WrestleMania, but it's a certain kind of match that you only get to see one time. And if you're lucky enough to where it comes to your town or close to where your town is, I mean, you want to have the best match possible. Almost like the Hell in the Cell. Every once in a while at a Hell in the Cell pay-per-view comes to a point of the year and not the best match gets put into the Hell in the Cell, and it's just sort of like you just sort of feel bad for all those people there. Off the top of my head, I was thinking about last year's Hell in the Cell, and I can't really remember what the main event was. I was trying to think it was Big Show, but I think that was actually Big Show is the main event of the Survivor Series. But, you want those people who bought the tickets to have the best show possible. So I can understand why Daniel Bryan's, going to be sitting down. But it definitely was a big-time bummer. From there, the Authority, made the announcement that at Money in the Bank, in the Money in the Bank match itself, there's not going to be a briefcase hanging above the ring, and they already had the belts there. The World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship are going to be hanging above the ring, Money in the Bank style, in a ladder match. First guy who grabs them is the first guy to become the champion. And unless they do some sort of a gimmick change where the guys climb up to the top and one guy grabs one and one guy grabs another, it looks as if the championships are still going to remain whole. From there, Alberto Del Rio got to keep his spot. A little part of me thought that maybe since everything was changing on the pay-per-view, they were going to blow this up a little bit and do a whole change of it. It would be sort of and just maybe act like the Del Rio match never happened where he beat Dolph Ziggler. Randy Orton was appointed a spot in the match just because he's Randy Orton, and from there, Antonio Cesaro won a match where he got to go into the match itself, and also Sheamus beat Wade Barrett. Who the fuck did Cesaro beat? I can't remember. It was a long edition of Monday Night Raw. I hate to be the one guy who's always, talking about 3 hours and this, that, and the other, but damn. I got put in a pretty bad mood right off the bat, and it was what it was after that. From here, there's 3 more spots to be added into this Money in the Bank match. The first thought that came to mind was Big Show. I mean, he's on the pay-per-view poster on one of the $100 bills. Is he going to be one of the guys that gets added into there? And then all of a sudden, I was saying there's 3 spots left. They're not going to do some sort of a 2-on-1 match. And with Dean Ambrose being in this feud and him still being a babyface, I've never seen a 3-way dance with 2 babyfaces and 1 heel before. So maybe this is where we finally get to see the Shield sort of battle it out. Is inside of this match, and then they can also sort of prolong this feud before we can finally get to see a real one-on-one match between these guys. I know that during this match, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, they were really, really together throughout the match, and then in the post-match interview on Backstage Pass, they were even more together, talking about how they do have their problems. They've they're friends, but real life becomes friends in between friends every once in a while. And there's been nights when Roman Reigns knocks Dean Ambrose out because they have a difference of agreements. But at the end of the day, they don't stab each other in the back like Seth Rollins did. And they said that they're going to prolong this feud as long as they can, and they're going to beat up Seth Rollins as many times as they can to show him, the black heart that he is. From there, I don't really see a guy like Triple H being added into this. If he was going to add himself, he would have done it when he put Randy Orton in there. More than likely, we're going to see John Cena versus the Wyatts one more time, so I don't see them really getting the spots, even though, Cena, should be in this main event. He should be a guy chasing the championship. He shouldn't be, going after a guy that he has a prolonged feud that he has already beat the guy twice. I don't know why he's gonna want to go fight this guy one more time. But Kofi Kingston was asked on Backstage Pass. I wouldn't mind seeing a guy like him get in there. Every time he gets in there, he's a guy like Shelton Benjamin. He's gonna make it a point to make sure everybody knows he's there, and he's gonna get over. I mean, guys like that are what made the Money in the Bank that awesome. A guy like Kane, I don't understand, why he's being held off on the sidelines. Well, I'm saying that like I want him in the match, but they always sort of have that big guy in there. Kane has been in countless Money in the Bank matches. Would he get into this match somehow because he was supposed to be on Payback, and then he was supposed to be on Money in the Bank in a match with Daniel Bryan, or they just had to keep him on the side, trying to make him be out to be this big, huge demon that wants to beat up Daniel Bryan, but he doesn't want to beat up anybody else. I don't know, but he is the demon that Stephanie McMahon controls, I guess. But we'll figure it out, as time goes by. It didn't sound like they're going to be having matches on SmackDown to get people into this, but anything could change. It is going to be Cesaro versus Sheamus on SmackDown this week. We'll have to see how that match goes, and it sounds like it's going to be a good one. Peace out.